Good afternoon. My name is Clint Pruitt. Today I am giving my rhetoric analysis speech for COM 231 online class with Dr. Poole. Rhetoric is defined as the art or skill of speaking or writing formally and effectively, especially as a way to persuade or influence people. I found this especially true as I began to research different forms of advertisement after learning about the different styles of persuasion. It is truly an art how advertisers pay attention to every little detail to make us think or feel a certain way. I wanted to discuss this poster currently known as the Rosie the Riveter. This poster was an American wartime propaganda for Westinghouse Electric during World War II. However, this poster was not widely distributed until the 80s. I found this poster very interesting as it has very little words but conveys such a big message. While many believe that Rosie the Riveter was made simply to target and inspire women, it was also targeted towards men. During the war, women had to step up and do the work of men since they were overseas fighting, but some men were uncomfortable with the thought of women working. This poster plays off pathos as it creates this image of a strong woman, giving women inspiration that they too can play a part in the war and that they can make their contributions to this country while the men are out fighting. The pathos appeal to the man was created by letting Rosie remain feminine while also appearing strong, so that men can relate this image back to their wives. This image is a complete 360 turn to the traditional housewife, which is the role that most women assume during this time, which might have made some people angry or offended even though it was meant to inspire. If you'll look back at the poster, I also think the colors play into the feature. The dominant colors on this poster are red, white, and blue, which puts people in a patriotic mindset and heightens the impact of the poster. The logos came into play with the larger words on the poster. We can do this. By using the term we, it is to be presumed that women stepping up and working are a necessity for America to make it through this war. Lastly, by the author putting the Westinghouse Electric logo on Rosie's collar, they were trying to appeal to ethos and give Rosie a credible job from a credible source. However, over the years, Rosie has gained her own ethos as people perceive her as a symbol of feminism and using her to convey women's strengths and abilities. Moving on to my commercial, one of my favorite commercials is the Snickers "You're Not You When You're Hungry" commercials. The one that I came across was a remake of the famous Marilyn Monroe movie shot. It starts off with a man in Marilyn Monroe's dress who was complaining about being hungry during the movie shoot. But after he takes a bite of Snickers, he turns back into Marilyn Monroe and finishes the photo shoot. This commercial plays on ethos by having a national icon such as Marilyn Monroe portrayed. It is also a famous scene that everyone can immediately identify with as soon as the commercial begins. The appeal to pathos is humor in this commercial. First, from seeing a man dressed up like Marilyn Monroe, having his dress flying up is quite humorous. However, at the end, when a man running the film makes the comment, "This scene will never make the cut, morons." As we all know, this scene did make the cut and has become one of the most popular and well-known movie scenes, which is why the comment is so amusing. Lastly, the logos in the commercial is that when people get hungry, they get angry and whiny, sometimes known these days as hangry. Snickers makes the appeal that by just taking one bite of Snickers, you will feel better and turn back into your prior happy self. By using pathos, logos, and ethos, advertising companies play off of our emotions, logic, as well as our trust in credible sources to make advertisements that persuade us to think or feel a certain way. Thank you.